buddy. Oh man, you don't even know. It's about to go off.
You're listening to the Shut-In Talk Show on Z90.7 FM WZIS.
Who wants to play video games?
We're bringing you all the news on movies, video games, and TV shows you could ever need.
That's what I thought, nerd.
What's up, everybody? It's me, Zach Grichek, the host of the Shut-In Talk Show that I stole from Gavin the Chef Cook's cold, dead hands. We have quite a few fun topics today, but before I get onto those, I need to introduce my very special guests, including... Okay, he's not even my guest. He's my co-host. I don't know why I said that. Here's my co-host. Yeah, I'm just not used to introducing him as my co-host because before he was just a little goon that we bullied on the show, but he moved up. Returning guest as somebody who I had to fight tooth and nail to get her to get onto the show. Introduce yourself.
I told you I'd be back.
Yeah, well, say your name first off because they weren't here.
I'm Gina there.
All right, awesome. And then here's somebody who I don't think's ever been on the show. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Noelle. I'm cool.
Yeah,
That's about
debatable. No,
Hey. And also Alt Z.
But yeah, straight up, we got some fun things to talk about. The last week was a really slow week. Like you guys were here. It was kind of a struggle bus with enough content. The first segment was just stuff that happened last month because I was struggling to get anything to talk about. But the first thing here was something that I'm actually pretty excited for. And along with talking about the trailer, I want to talk about the controversy and drama surrounding this game. So it's an Indiana Jones game. Are there avid fans of Indiana Jones in the crowd? And by the crowd,
here.
I mean y'all.
Right here.
You love Indiana
I
Jones?
love Indiana Jones.
Straight up, you love Indiana Jones?
Yeah. My grandpa got me into it when I was younger.
What about you, Noelle?
I mean, I watched it when I was a kid, but I wasn't like an avid fan, I would guess. I mean, I know what happens. I know what it is, and my family used to make me watch it, but I mean, I'm excited that they're the people that are that enjoyed are getting a video game out of it.
I guess that's true.
We had a video game, the Lego video game.
The Lego video game
I
was...
used to play that.
Gina, those don't count.
But back then it did.
The Lego video game
Wait,
was
Lego
pretty
video
swag. Ignore this Twitch. Oh, by the way, we're streaming on Twitch at WZIS-FM if you would like to see my big, huge nose from a side profile angle. It looks huge. It's bad.
I can see it just barely. And
as soon as I get this light on, it's going to have some crazy shadows. But while I do this, Tanner, what are your thoughts on Indiana Jones?
Overall,
as a whole, do you like Indiana Jones? Are you a fan? Do you have a long history, or you have no real experience?
So, I mean, I guess I have a little bit of history with Indiana Jones. I always enjoyed it. I mean, it was one of those things that I wouldn't go to my way to watch or play. But I mean, it was cool. Every time. Do you remember when they played the trailer? I can't remember what movie we were watching. They played the trailer for one of the new Indiana Jones movie, and it was just dead silent. And I just go, "That's where we live," like that.
I think it was it had to have been Ant-Man.
Yeah, probably.
It had to have been because that would have been
Yeah,
lines
that
up.
comes about around the time they started showing trailers.
Because I remember very vividly being shut up! I was so mad because the theater was packed.
Yeah.
We had a friend of ours behind us with his father, along with Gavin, Kobe Clark, and Corey Clark, alumni of the station, and Kobe's brother, all around us. And Tanner's that's where we live. I hated you for it. No,
that's my extent of Indiana Jones.
You want to know my extent of Indiana Jones? I'll be real with you. I've not seen a single Indiana Jones movie. Not on purpose. I just kind of never had the chance. I played Lego Indiana Jones on the DS though.
Okay.
I played it on the DS, so I was kind of a lead.
I really liked that one Indiana Jones movie where they were in space and there was the girl with the curly buns. That was pretty cool.
turn him off.
No, please don't. No, wait. No.
Yeah, I'm really mad at you, Tanner, and I want you to just cry a little bit. No, but this trailer, it looks pretty cool. So we've all seen the trailer,
Yes,
correct?
yes.
Okay, I was gonna be when you didn't see the trailer, kicked off shut-ins, like straight up. But I'm gonna kind of play it here, so kind of like re-jog my memory because it's been a minute since I had seen it. Looks like it's going to be a first-person adventure game that has segments where you're third person for the sake of like swinging from stuff, which I think that makes sense.
It's giving more of like the open world, like Assassin's Creed type vibe.
Yeah.
I feel like with how they're showing a trailer, so I'm very excited for it.
Yeah. I first off, I want to say. I'm glad that they got like the likeness of Mr. Harrison Ford for Indiana Jones. I was like worried that from the back angle when I first saw the trailer. I was gonna be like, this is gonna be like, look guys, it's Indiana Jones, and it's not even close.
yeah.
But they got his likeness, and I forget who voices Indiana Jones.
I'm pretty sure it's Harrison Ford.
No,
It's not.
It didn't sound like.
Hold up, let me pull this
did
up.
not sound like Harrison Ford remotely.
It is somebody that like I know via like my D&D nerdom, and he's like a like very popular voice actor. Hold up, who voices Indiana Jones in video game? Now we'll get our answer here in a second. It's Troy Baker. And what do I need Troy Baker from? His
Name sounds familiar.
Isn't Troy Baker? Didn't he voice Cassidy in Overwatch?
No, that would be Matt Mercer. No, Troy Baker, he like voiced Joel. Like he was Joel's voice actor in Last of Us. That's why I was that's I knew it was something because like there are other people from like the D&D podcast I listen to also worked on Last of Us, including Ellie's voice actress. She's on Critical Role, and that's kind of how that's why I could use it. But he's a great voice actor. I think he's a great pick. If you played Last of Us, Joel is a G, and if we're talking like grumpy old man fighting like Nazis and such, I think that like good pick for Indiana. I think we can agree. Everything I know about Indiana, it kind of lines up. Coffee but butter says Troy Baker is from like everything. That is true. I was just trying to remember like what I knew him from specifically because he's one of those voice actors that's kind of just like in everything.
Yeah, it's just like oh, they got the cast. Oh, there's Troy Baker. It's just like one of those you always see around. He kind of goes around the circle.
Yeah, he's very much a Matt Mercer or a Nolan North, where he shows up pretty consistently within like all. You'd be surprised not to hear him as a background character in a game because
he's just like running around in those circles
a lot of work.
for all that stuff.
But yeah, no, I mean like the game as like the trailer goes on, the game looks gorgeous by the way.
Yeah, the graphic. That's what I wanted to talk about because
yeah.
I don't play video games very often, but the video games that I do play, I care about like the graphics of them. And, like, this game looks absolutely amazing.
For sure. No, like, just like, through the environment, there's like a jungle environment. You're going through this crypt, there's rats and skulls and, like, cobwebs everywhere. Yeah. Everything looks so high fidelity.
It feels very realistic.
And the little, like, in the middle, like, storylines they have there going, they look good, too, when I was watching it.
Yeah.
So I was impressed with that.
And honestly, I'm honestly really excited the fact that this is going to be in, like, first person. Because you don't see that often these days.
No.
That is also something to kind of like before we get back to the game to bring that up. That is actually part of the controversy of this game is that people are like, why isn't it just like Uncharted? Why isn't it like a third-person adventure game like Uncharted? Like people are really like there's not like a huge group of people. It's like a loud minority of people who are just complaining for the sake of complaining. And whenever you have a game like this, it's gonna happen. You know it is. Which I do think it's really funny because especially in an industry like the video game industry where people are like, you need to innovate, you need to change up the formula so that we'll play your game and for it to be popular. But then games that do something different or do something unexpected get backlash for doing that. I mean, shoot, even Pal World, that Pokemon clone game, it's like what topping Steam charts right now, and it is legit like allegedly asset flipped Pokemon assets, and very allegedly. I don't want to get sued by the Pal World team, and also Nintendo can't sue me because I'm on your side. I'm on your side, Nintendo.
Okay.
But the game looks awesome. It looks a lot of fun. It's executive producers Todd Howard, Skyrim, Oblivion, Starfield. I wasn't a fan of Starfield. But this game does look like it's gonna have like some good like stealth segments. And I'm a stealth gamer. I'm a girl. If there's stealth in a game, I'm all up in it. Like Assassin's Creed I haven't played in the while because they kind of like leaned off the stealth until this most recent one. Like probably most of my favorite games of all time.
There's-
Thief, the Dishonored series, and when I could do anything cool and any other stuff.
Like, what if I Call of Duty and it's like the one stealth mission? I'm like, okay, I'm taking it seriously.
You're like, the
I'm
stealth
going-
mission? You locked in. You're like, this is life or death. If I get shot, I'm dead.
Gina
No.
leans forward in her seat when there's a stealth.
Yeah,
She's like,
Gina says, Gina sees cannot be detected. Gina goes, y'all on the radio couldn't see it, but I just slightly arched my neck a little forward. I got that like hunchback gamer posture. But I mean, it looks like there's gonna be a lot of things in this game, including like shooting down airplanes, sweet, jumping from plane to plane.
Okay.
That looks pretty.
beating
sweet.
up Nazis, sweet.
Beating up Nazis, super
Sorry.
sweet.
Zoned out for like a minute.
I don't know, man. It comes out supposedly this year. I don't know when.
That's
It's
exciting.
2024, or maybe it does say, and I'm just not far enough.
How much you want to be? It's gonna be like around the holidays, so everybody's buying it. when it
Realistic,
comes
it's either going to be around the
Probably.
holidays or in the summer.
Yeah.
When people, because like, it's either going to be in the summer when people have a ton of time off to play the game, or like, well, you know, people in high
Yeah.
school and like college, which is a pretty big demographic for game companies, and
Yeah.
then, you know,
Holidays.
the
winter.
rest. Pal World is Pokemon but with guns and slavery. That is true.
Oh,
That is exactly what it is.
Okay.
You can legit throw a Pokeball, well, a not Pokeball at a human being and catch bro and force bro into slavery. It's really messed up. Granted, the game like looks fun from like a like twisted angle of like I can do whatever I want, but also it's like it's asset. You can look at them. Some of them like that's legit just a Pokemon, but like slightly changed. Like I think there's a grass Pokemon that like. looks like one of the fire. Like it's legit. Like just like the colors changed. Yeah, you can make factories with them. That's something I forgot to mention. Like you can straight up like put them into slavery. You can like it's really messed up. It's really messed up.
I've literally never heard of this before, so
It's
This is
yeah,
the
it's
first time for
more
me,
it's
too.
it's definitely more in like my like kind of niche. Bulby was taken, also known as Tanner, who's I'm staring at right now. Said whip nay nay. Thank you. But anybody else have anything else to say? Excitement level before I go on our short little break.
honestly, me personally, I probably won't play it simply just because I'm not a huge fan of like
Yeah, no, 100%.
Indiana Jones. But for the people that are like that enjoy Indiana Jones and like enjoy playing video games, like I'm excited for them.
I get that. What about you?
I love first-person games and Indiana Jones, so I would be pre-ordering this game.
All right. What about you?
I'm gonna be playing it 110%.
I'll be playing it most likely. I'm gonna put it like I'm at like a 80% level of excitement. I'm like
at an
pretty
8 out of
excited.
10.
But
The only
I don't know.
2 points is I'm just always skeptical about games. So
The
it's
Indiana Jones
just-
game looks good, but I'm just terrified of the bugs. Do you mean of the bugs as in like actual
The
bugs?
bugs
Or do you
or,
mean
like-
bugs as in like Todd Howard touched this game, which means it's gonna have a lot of like like technical bugs? Because either way, I mean glitches. Okay, there you go. I was like, I don't remember there being giant I was like snakes.
Like,
Like, you scared of
I
snakes.
didn't- I was saying, I'm like, I didn't remember there being bugs in like the trailer.
I
that was
didn't
like,
see
oh
any
my
bugs.
god.
Yeah, no,
that
Todd
sucks.
Howard, like, if you see his name attached to something, you're like, okay, cool. He can make some good stuff, but also, you know what I mean?
There's gonna be a
I'm
lot of
hoping,
fixes coming.
I'm hoping that because this game looks like it's gonna be a little more linear than like, you know, like Starfield and such. Hopefully the glitches are a little less prevalent, but also it's 2024 and every game that comes out has some kind of game-breaking glitch or
Yeah.
some crazy thing. Even like Baldur's Gate 3, which my game of my life, had like its fair share of glitches. But I'm gonna go ahead and go to break. We'll be right back with the Shut-Ins Talk Show. What up, guys?
Hi Twitch.
Hi Twitch.
Hi, Twitch. What's up?
The
How you
people,
feeling
the
today?
people on air can't hear us, but you can.
Yeah, but you can. We love you guys.
Twitch can, yeah. Twitch is great. I love
Yeah, no, I again.
That means I can get away with saying more.
No, Indiana Jones looks really good.
like the beeping is
But
coming.
like you said, I am just kind of worried about the glitches. Like I didn't really like Starfield all that much. It was kind of meh for me. It wasn't really what I was looking for. So, just kind of like it's like its own thing. But let's see. Let me get my next segment pulled up so I can be
The
prepared.
next one is what?
I am
Mayday.
so excited.
No, we're still talking. I
I
just
know, I'm
Okay.
so
What?
excited to talk about this game. It looks so good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really excited about this. I will gladly sit and talk about
Your soul is mine.
I don't blame you. I was talking to Coffee. Oh, it is?
Okay. Hell yeah. What is up, everybody? You're listening to the Showman's Talk Show right here on Z90.7 FM WZIS. And if you don't want to listen to our voice, you can go over to our Twitch at WZIS-FM and join the chat. We have one active chatter, and we're chilling right now. But let's get into this next topic, which this is like the topic I wanted to play after Mortal Kombat to hit me up, because this is something I am like very passionately like ranty about. Anybody who listens to the shut-ins and has like heard me on here, like when I was like Gavin's co-host, knows that these like, oh, they're public domain now, let's make it scary. I'm sick of it. I am sick of it at this point. Blood and Honey, just was bad. The second one looks
I will agree with that.
The second one looks like it's gonna be better because of the budget, but
Yeah.
Because the first one did well. Even with it being bad, it is encouraging these people to make more stuff, like The Return of Steamboat Willie, the horror movie.
Like the mean one.
I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear everybody's thoughts, because I admit I'm probably kind of I'm probably overreacting to an extent.
I think you're definitely overreacting. I agree. I totally agree, because I also watched Blood and Honey, and I got about like 30 minutes into it, and I was like, I hate this, and stopped watching it. So, but with like The Return of Steamboat Willie, I think that this is going to be a game that actually, it looks like it's got decent graphics, like it's not like terrible. I'm actually kind of excited for like the gameplay of it. This is a video game that I will probably play.
Wait, what? This game?
Yeah.
Oh, this isn't a game. This is a movie.
Is it?
It's a movie made in Unreal Engine.
It looks like a game.
Yeah, because it's made in Unreal Engine, which people typically make to make games.
sense.
Because
Okay.
that's actually something I want to talk about. When I saw this, I was like, "Is this a game or a movie?" I can't tell.
Yeah, because that's what
I thought it was a game at first, and then I was like, wait.
But then I did a little bit of digging, and I found out that it is a movie being animated within Unreal Engine.
that makes sense.
Which
Okay.
is cool. I'm excited. That actually makes me a little more excited for it, because I haven't I to my knowledge, I haven't seen
No,
a
I'm
movie
like,
made in
I'm
Unreal
telling you,
Engine.
I haven't seen anything made like that before, so.
Yeah, I mean, like the trailer, it doesn't really give you a lot. Like,
No,
the
it
trailer,
doesn't.
The game, here's the thing. I will say that it does look pretty, like, it looks good. Like,
Yeah.
graphically speaking, it looks good. Sorry, I'm trying to like pull things up to quote on this, just kind of like talk about it. But I'm getting a Last of Us 2 remastered ad, which, by the way, that game has barely been out long enough for a remaster. Why did it get a remaster? That's how I feel about that. Even if it was good, I want to see other things. Give me Infamous 1 remastered.
You see, now that I know that this is a movie, it makes a lot more sense as to why the trailer was the way it was.
Yeah.
Because I watched the trailer and I was like, why is this a video game trailer? But then I was like, okay, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, here's the, like, you swim through this, like, swamp, cows, you're going through the water to a steamboat, you go into the water, and then on the steamboat,
And then
it
the
turns
steamboat,
black and white and
yeah.
scary, and then there's a tuba and a bunch of blood and dead fire, and it's like, here's the thing, like, it does look, like, interesting.
Well, because I think the one thing I will say that I like about this trailer is 90% of the time, I hate watching trailers because I feel like they give way too much of the movie away.
Yeah.
I feel like this trailer gives you the basic premise that it's going to be a horror game, and that's a horror movie, and that's it.
Sorry, I just like rewatched the trailer and I forgot how much it made me laugh when you go to the end of the trailer and like this stupid paint the cobra cut out and Mickey goes and runs at you, and I don't. Here's my thing. So, I to an extent like that when things are becoming public domain now, people are making things out of it. I like that, but also it's everything I'm seeing is, what if we made it scary? And I'm like, at this point, I'm already tired of it, because we have this. There's I think Marion, Mary had a little lamb is getting one. I don't know. I think I believe Peter Pan is. And there was something else. Like we talked about a bunch of them last semester. And that's why I'm starting to get annoyed with them because at this point, do we need this many? Every time something comes public domain, oh, what if we make it? Look at how scary it is.
What else
It's
are
just a
they-
little glimpse into my messed up and distorted mind.
Zach, what else are they gonna do with it?
I don't know, make something different. I don't know.
There's nothing to
Make a
because-
video game. It's not that hard. Like, bro, make
People,
a
the thing is,
little,
people
bro,
are
make-
making games.
make a little Steamboat Willie like side scroller game, like Cuphead, bro.
See, stuff like that. Like my thing is like there's just a lot of things where like I'm just getting tired of it being every time that there's something, it has to be a whole. And maybe it's just like it's just the fact that it's all happening so quickly.
Yeah.
It's like legit like over the course of like I see you're Mr. Coffee But Butter here, which I know you have a connection with. Just a glimpse into my dark, twisted mind. That is it. Legit feels like it's like. What if we made it dark and scary? That'll show Disney for not letting us have it. It just seems like it seems edgy and dumb to me at this point.
That's valid. I think.
This trailer makes me physically angry.
I think.
Like, you know what I mean? You watch it long enough, and it's like here's the first time it looks cool, but you're like, wait, it's a movie. You watch it
It
again.
didn't even take the first time. I was
for
already
me,
angry.
like the first, I was like interested because I was like, wait, what is this? I was like interested. The second time when I know everything about it, I'm like, you know what I mean? Like I'm probably gonna watch it because it's made in Unreal Engine. I think that's interesting for it to be a movie made in Unreal Engine, the trailer and all that. But also, I don't know.
I'm with Tanner. It just didn't. I couldn't.
You see, I think I'm the minority here. I think everybody's getting really tired because our first example of like something becoming public domain and then like immediately was Blood and Honey, and that's like not a good way to start.
It was definitely not a good
Way to start.
It was
And
that's
so-
an understatement.
Yeah, and so like I think everybody has like the expectation that it's going to be exactly like Blood and Honey.
I don't have
And
that
it's just gonna suck and we're not gonna enjoy it. Me personally, I have hope. I have hope, especially because it's made in like that sort of animation like style. I think that's gonna add a lot to the
This thing just looks like Bendy and the Ink Machine to me.
When it came to Blood and Honey, I feel like if they had better effects with it, like the better costumes, it would have made it better. Like I liked the storyline, but just the costumes and everything kind of threw me off. So I was like, okay.
Yeah, everything's just kind of like, you know, it's just making me like every time I see something, when I look at it, it just makes me like less happy to be looking at it.
Like the longer you look at it, the more things you find wrong with it.
Exactly. Like I just like at this point, I'm like, dude, like I don't know, man. Like because here's the thing: with Winnie the Pooh, there is the movie, the sequel to the movie coming out.
Yeah.
There is a there are 2 or 3 video games.
Yeah.
And if those 5 things, that first off, most of which, other than the Blood and Honey, like movies, did not have to be Winnie the Pooh. One of them was like, what if Winnie the Pooh was infected by a parasite and eated people? And it was called Winnie's Hole.
Winnie's what?
Winnie's Hole. That's it.
Hole?
Yeah, Hole. And then the
H-O-L-E.
Yes. And then the other one was exactly. Then the other one was like this really listen,
No comments for me.
I think Tanner might have been on. I think Jada was on here for it too. When we talked about it, it just looks so bad. Like they give you a shotgun and like like it does nothing. They give you nothing. You're like shooting. Like Winnie the Pooh's this big, scary bear monster that's chasing after you. And it's like, oh no! And everything just looks bad. Like it just looks bad. Like legit, it looks like they went into heard Winnie's Hole. Yeah, look up Winnie's Hole on YouTube. Okay, it's important you look it up on YouTube because I'm afraid if you look on something else will pop up. But no,
I'm gonna
Winnie's
look it up somewhere else now.
Winnie's Hole.
If you say don't do something, I'm just gonna want to do it.
Yeah, no, it's Winnie's Hole. It is like a weird, like kind of like idle game kind of thing. I think it's strange. I would definitely look it up because it's interesting. But it's just like that on top of everything else. It's just kind of like I'm kind of done with it. You know what I mean? I'm already kind of sick of everything. And I look up Winnie's Hole and I see a video titled "Why Winnie the Pooh Sucks and Why It Doesn't Have to." Like there's the thing. I feel like people are like I like the concept of we take it, we make it scary, but that people are just not putting any like really good writing into it.
They're
No.
not putting putting.
I'm looking at this right now, and I
They
can
give
see
you-
why you're angry.
They
Yeah.
have like the outline to it, but they don't like do anything else with it.
Exactly. It's just one of the things where I'm like, I'm just kind of done.
What is?
I'm done. I'm done. But this is gonna be the end of this segment because I feel like we all just kind of agree that we're not too excited for this.
I haven't.
Well,
even,
wait.
I haven't even got to just.
Tanner. Go.
Tanner, go
Tanner,
off.
go off.
You know what? Sorry, you.
I want to hear
yes,
Tanner's
Tanner,
rant. Tanner's rant time.
Tanner, guys, Tanner is going to get crazy on the mic.
Well, no. Okay, so Noel, you said like you think people are worried about it being like Blood and Honey. I don't think it's gonna be like Blood and Honey in the slightest. I am kind of just waiting for I'm waiting for this to come out. You know, it's a cool idea that it's being made in Unreal Engine, but like the fact that the trailer alone was 2 minutes of a steamboat.
Well, what else is it supposed to be?
It's Steamboat Willie.
mean, what else is it
Noel
supposed to
says,
be? Like,
"What do
there's
you?
no-
I want to see Willie."
There's no
You
there,
see Willie.
For 2 seconds.
there is no substance whatsoever, and then you get to the end. And then you just see his little goofy.
I
little
saw
goofy self.
more of a fly flying around a cow's
And that
dripping udder than
And
I
that
saw of
perfectly-
Willie.
Well,
That perfectly encapsulates how this movie's gonna get.
Well, because Tanner, like I said earlier, I'm excited because I hate like teasers and like trailers that give way too much of the movie away. This leaves me wanting to actually go see the movie because the trailer gave, in my opinion, just enough to like get me to want to come see it without like, in my opinion, ruining the movie.
I'm gonna interrupt. I'm gonna play judge. I'm considering myself so I can play judge real quick. Okay. So here's the thing. I'll let Gina get her word in too. I'll put Gina's mic on. So we'll have a conversation. We'll put it back through here. So I see Noel's point. I feel the same way. It's like Marvel trailers.
Yes,
I'm sick.
actually,
I'm
no.
sick of how Marvel trailers do their
They
stuff.
show like basically the whole storyline and they're like telling the whole thing. So when I go into it, I'm just like, okay, I know what's happening.
And again, this is like a teaser trailer to an extent.
Yeah.
But still, it is like it is giving me so much like reminiscent of everything else that I've seen of like this kind of like this genre of horror that I don't like. You know what I mean? I've seen too much, but like I want to be optimistic, and and when I give my score, you'll see that I'm not completely dogging on it. Because if I were completely dogging on it, my score would be so much lower. But what Gina, continue?
I agree with Noel in the fact that it does leave a lot. It's like, okay, I'm looking forward to it because they didn't give me anything, but at the same time, I'm just like, I wish it did give me just a little bit more of like.
Yeah, but
I would agree with that. I feel like they definitely could have given a little bit more simply just because, honestly, I agree with Tanner. The whole thing takes place on a steamboat in like the weird bayou of wherever this is going to be set.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they probably could have given a little bit more about like, is this entire thing really just going to take place on a steamboat?
Yeah.
But
I hope with this movie that because of the fact that it's an Unreal Engine, that they decide to get pretty stylistic with like how it's shot and like
Yeah.
how it looks. Because here's the thing: when it was a regular steamboat, it looked cool. And when it flipped to like the black and white kind of steamboat with like that, if they could do that a little less cringe,
Yeah.
I'll be a little more excited. That's really everything I have. I feel like it's almost 6:40. We kind of got into this segment
Yeah.
at some point. I feel like we've talked about a lot. We have 2 more segments to talk about, both of which I care about more, quite frankly, and I'm more excited for. So guys, rate your excitement for this. I rate it. I give it a 4. If I didn't like, if I was less excited, I give it a 2.
I give it a 3.
I give it about a 6.
This makes me more mad than Christmas Story 2.
No, oh dude,
We don't have
that
time
was
to get
a
into this.
that was a crazy one. But I'll let y'all get back to a break, and we will be right back. All right, we're on the Twitch now. I had to move it over.
Which one are we on?
We're on the Twitch channel right now, so they can hear us talk.
There we go. I was like, I couldn't hear you guys, so I had to
Which
mute
one
my
is up
headphones.
next?
The Avatar.
Okay.
Oh, if you want to hear, I can do this, but
It's fine.
I
can
just
hear
had it
you
like this
guys now,
so I can hear the ad and be like, oh, it's
No, I
almost
get
done.
it.
Think.
I get it. I know. Yeah, up next is Avatar.
I just want to talk about Deadpool because
That's pretty much the only reason I'm here.
I'm so excited.
The Avatar. Listen, I'm not.
I do have thoughts. I do have negative thoughts.
You have negative thoughts?
Mostly positive. I do have negative thoughts about why I think the live action will fumble some things.
I'm going into this because I've seen bits and pieces of Avatar, but I know the literal very basics of
Avatar
it.
when I was growing up. I haven't seen it released since though. So I'm excited.
Won't yelling attack alert the enemy that we are about to attack?
We are not going to attack! Right? No!
What is up, everybody? You're listening to the Shut-Ins Talk Show right here on Z90.7 FM WZIS. As per usual, it is still me, Zach, along with Tanner, my co-host, and my two guests here, who are doing a great job at keeping me from screaming at the mic at this Steamboat Willie. But this one is something that, thankfully, I can be a little happier about. A little. I still have my gripes, but that is just due to the nature of what this is. It is a new official trailer for Avatar the Last Airbender, the live action that they're doing for Netflix. I remember when I heard about this, initially I was excited. But I was like, live action animated thing. But something that happened recently that brings me back to have some hope is One Piece live action was actually solid. I had a lot of fun with it. But then Yu Yu Hakusho, one of my favorite animes ever, had a live action anime come out recently. Oh, it was not good. It was not that good. I will say there's some funny moments. Like when Bro got ran over by a truck, it was the funniest thing ever. But I want to hear your guys' when you heard it when it was announced.
Okay,
What did you guys think?
I found out about it through behind the scenes set photos on TikTok, and that's how I found out what was happening. But same thing with you. Live actions, there's always a hesitation to it of how they're gonna play that out. But I used to be a fan of Avatar, a long time ago, over a decade ago. So I'm kind of excited to get back into it.
I found out about this 40 minutes ago when I watched the trailer to come on.
Oh, you did. You didn't know the trailer.
I did not know.
You didn't know it was announced because it was announced a year or a half ago, I think.
I don't keep up with this kind of stuff, but so when I watched the trailer, I did watch the trailer. I am educated on what's going on. So, kind of.
Well, I knew you watched the trailer. I knew that. We discussed this.
But me personally, since I'm just not super uber into Avatar already, I feel like I'm probably going to enjoy this a little bit more than if I had grown up watching the animated version, simply just because I don't have the animated version to compare to this live action version. So I feel like my opinion's going to be a little skewed because this is the first time I'm going to see the majority of this.
I'm going to have to rewatch all of it. So before I go into this, because I have it's barely anything's in my memories from it. I remember clips of it, but I'm okay, I'm excited though.
All right. Coffee but butter, bro. Why did you just say in the chat, "I'm evil"? And that's it. With 3 devil in it. Honestly, I respect it. Also, we have a bot in the chat. We need to update our privacy thing now to stop this from happening forever.
Bot?
Yes, Evil Gang. Oh, dude, I'm an Evil Gang now. I'm with Coffee. I'm an Evil Gang for the rest of the stream.
All right.
Mr. Tanner the Spenny.
I might still be a little pressed about Steamboat Willie, but
It's
not in regards to the trailer, but whenever you first heard this was a thing.
when I first heard of the Avatar,
the live action being a thing.
So I was actually pretty excited for it. I don't think I ever sat down and watched I don't think I sat down and watched the entirety of the original series. No, I don't think I ever did. I think
amend that.
Yeah, because I kind of watched it in bits and pieces, and what I'm mainly excited for is the cast. Looking at the cast is just it's really, I really like how the cast is looking. I mean, we literally got Dr. Han, bro. Dr. Han's in it.
Yeah, dude, Dr. Han, who's also for my Saints Row fans, was Johnny Gat in Saints Row.
Oh, okay.
The "I am a surgeon" meme with the doctor. That doctor, the Asian dude, he was Johnny Gat in Saints Row. I found that out. I was like, he's my boy. This is it. Dr. Han, the go. But he's playing Fire Lord Ozai in this, which is cool. I think he'll do a great job. As long as he doesn't do the accent he did as Johnny Gat, I think he'll be all right. Because
And
bro
then-
had like a gangster accent in that
And
game,
then,
but
and then Paul's son, Ha Young Lee.
Mm-hmm.
I love that guy too, bro. He's so sick.
yeah, I just want to say like things that I like about the trailer. I think everything looks pretty.
Yes.
Like Appa looks awesome. The fire effects.
I feel like the
all
special
that.
effects in
Yeah.
general just look really good.
Yes.
I'm impressed. I wonder how much their budget was, honestly, for this
Yeah,
show.
that's my question as well.
Yeah, I probably a lot. It's Netflix, probably a
Yeah.
lot. And I will say for those of you who are not familiar, who weren't familiar with this until like now, Noel.
Thank you for calling me out.
So how they're gonna do this is the first season is gonna be like the Book of Water.
Okay.
Second season is gonna be Earth, then air and fire. So it's gonna be like each season it's gonna be
Yeah, because
it's gonna be like how it was in the show.
Yeah,
like the TV
because
show.
I was sitting here and I was like, I know that there's a lot that happens over like the animated
Mm-hmm.
series, and I was like, how are they gonna break this up?
I think they're gonna bridge it to an extent,
Yeah.
but in a way that like keeps most of what was there
Yeah.
there, which I think is sick. Like I said, everything looks pretty. I think the actors and actresses all look
Yes.
great. But the thing that I wanted to say that bothered me, which is kind of like one of those things that like consistently bothers me with like live action anime and live action like adaptations of things,
Yeah.
is shot composition and kind of how things look. So when Ozai is in the cartoon, when he's walking around, before you actually get introduced to him, he is shrouded in darkness in every scene that he's represented. Like Zuko's memories, when what happens with him and his father happens, he is shrouded in darkness. You cannot see him, and you do not see him till much later in the series to kind of build up that like intimidation. Here, you straight up see him right out the gate.
No, I agree with you, because like I'm very like into cinematography, so as much as I need good story writing, I need how they shoot it, like with the shots and like how they actually record it. I also think that tells the story just as much.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I can't help but notice, because it really does take away some of that tension. Like for me, with the One Piece live action did really well was that a lot of what makes One Piece great is like the goofy, over the top moments, even if it's like in a serious moment, like the cartoon effects. You legit see bro get like punched, and he like flies and like slides over the wood and like crashes into a thing. And I was like, that was awesome. I'm like, that was like exactly how I imagined like that being in live action, like being so like accurate. So like I hope like to an extent like they keep like kind of how things
Are portrayed.
moved in the cartoon, but like as well as they can, because that's
Yeah.
really how there's a way to do a live action adaptation, and I think One Piece is like the first one to really understand how to get there.
Yeah.
Because I think, especially with animation, I'm going to use a theater term here. There's this thing called the willing suspension of disbelief.
Yes.
And I think with cartoons, the reason that they can get away with doing that is because we're like, it's a cartoon. Of course,
Yeah.
like, that's not what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But when we come into like live action stuff like that, that's when we're like not going to like, partake in like, just suspending our disbelief.
Obviously it's like this is more real all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So there's less that my brain will naturally accept. I guess if that makes sense. Like some people just have a genuinely hard time suspending their disbelief because of the fact that like it is live action. For me, like I think what I have that issue to an extent. Like with that, which you get a lot in like anime adaptations. But I think like what the One Piece live action did really well was the fact that like some moments were more realistic, but they kept some of like the really iconic like crazy fights had those crazy physics and like stuff to make sure like that you really understood this guy's strong.
Yeah.
Like this guy's a freak.
Just how they portray in the animation, also like you need to have that in the live action to show like their strengths and stuff like that. Just like show like what you're dealing with.
Yeah, like I think everything looks good. I really have no real complaints here. I'm just kind of like skeptical that they'll fumble the bag, because I feel like I have to be skeptical.
Of what you always have to be skeptical.
I mean, it's a
of live
Netflix. It's a
actions.
it's a live action show, but also it's Netflix.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I would be concerned about is simply just because not to like hate on Netflix shows because there have been some good straight to Netflix shows, but like especially with some, I feel like since it's such a beloved show by such a vast group of people, I feel like Netflix is going to like do something and it's gonna anger the entire fan base.
It's going to be really
That's
hard to win that
the
fan base.
real
We are
thing
talking about the
Yes.
Avatar the Last
we should
Airbender
be
live
concerned
action. That's
about
what we're
with
talking
Netflix
about.
is them canceling the show after one season.
Yeah,
That's what we should be concerned
What
about.
show?
Them canceling it after one season.
Yeah, I feel like every time we talk about Netflix, like that's kind of like their cancellation. I hope they don't cancel. Like if it's good, I really hope they don't cancel it. But if it's good, they probably will cancel.
That's what I'm saying.
That's how I feel.
Justice for Inside.
But I will be ending this segment for now. We only have about 10 more minutes, and we have
I'm
one more
excited
to
to
get
talk about this one.
Yeah, this next one is going to be a fun one, but we'll be right back. Justice for Inside Job, absolutely. That was a travesty that they took. Yes.
Just for the society.
Justice for everything, I think. I forget the show it's called. I'll have to think about it later and I'll talk about it. But we're about to go on. So
Yo, Pierre, you want to come out here?
Come on in. We're back with the Shut-Ins Talk Show. Here on Z90.7 FM WZIS.
what up, everybody? As you heard, the ghost of the dead former host of Shut-Ins. I'll have to fix some of these. Some of them
Please do.
have an update just for the sake of consistency. No, but for real, this last one was a fun one. I saw this so I was running out of trailers, and I was going to put. By the way, just to bring it up, there's going to be a new Five Nights at Freddy's game. It's 16-bit.
Yes.
It was accidentally released early, and it was confirmed to be real. So just look up. I think it was Into the Pit or whatever it was. It's based off one of the books.
My brother would probably know.
It's FNAF Into the Pit. There's a 16-bit game for it. It looks really good, actually. So go check that out. We're not talking about that though because I wanted to wait until it was actually if we've seen more. I feel weird talking about leaks and stuff most of the time, but I'd absolutely go check out the trailer because it looks. I was watching it during one of my classes.
Zachary.
No, but I would go check it out. Absolutely, it looks awesome. But Deadpool 3 has finished. It's wrapped filming. I found out about this via Instagram where I saw a picture of Deadpool's crotch on my screen in the middle of class.
Great.
That's what sent me to go investigate more
I
stuff.
found out about it when they were still speculating about Wolverine being in it, and then I saw that he is in my little fangirl heart. I was raised on X-Men by my dad, like the original animation cartoons and all the movies. So when he died in Logan, I was crying oh my, Harvey died with him.
Noel's not a big superhero fan, but I will mess up some X-Men content. I love it.
Dude, X-Men, here's I never read X-Men, but it always interested me because I liked the dynamic.
I love Deadpool for his. That man is mentally unstable, and it makes it the funniest.
He's mentally unstable, and he's also.
It makes the funniest dialogue.
It's so funny.
So I'm just I love it so much. So them together in a movie, I'm going to be going insane.
Yeah,
I feel like the dynamic is going to be absolutely it's literally Sunshine and Grumpy.
Yeah,
that's literally what it is.
Just Wolverine wanting to cut this man, just he's gonna be
the whole
time.
It's gonna be Wolverine, just how do I kill this man the quickest? And then he's I can't kill him.
Bro can revive better than me. But so there's been reports of like people who are in the movie.
Yeah.
So Hugh Jackman, he's Wolverine. It reports that Jennifer Gardner will reprise her role as Elektra. Who was a character she portrayed in the 2003 Daredevil movie.
Yeah.
Joining Garner is Marina Baccarin and Brianna Hildebrand, who will continue their roles from earlier Deadpool films in the roles of Vanessa, Wade Wilson's fiance, and Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
There it goes.
Big names, including Emma Corrin, appear in a leading villain role, apparently, along with Succession's Matthew McFadden, which is cool. But these are all rumored or whatever, but heavily rumored. You know what I mean?
You see who else? You see who else was rumored to be on the cast list? You see
who else?
You saw Owen Wilson as Mobius and Tom Hiddleston as Loki.
Yes,
on the cast list.
Yes,
this is Marvel Studios. We do not assume anything is going to happen until we actually see that movie.
Yeah, we have to.
They could be like, yeah, he's going to be in the movie.
The only thing I ever assumed right was
Spider-Man.
Was there being Reed Richards in Doctor Strange, and then Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. We all saw that coming.
Yeah.
I didn't see any of the leaks. I just knew it was happening.
It's being produced by Marvel Studios, which means technically Hugh Jackman could re-sign a contract for more movies. And it's considering that in the last Captain Marvel movie, they had the X-Men come into play, Hugh Jackman can join the X-Men again.
Yeah.
I just got chills thinking about that.
And that makes me so excited.
Because like with when they did what you said, like with Miss Marvel, they like kind of teased at the end of Miss Marvel that like
the X-Men
she was a
spoiler.
Spoiler.
No, but I'm gonna say big. Everyone, cover your ears. This is for the Marvels, but that's been out. It's not in theaters anymore. So has anybody here not seen the Marvels?
I haven't, but I don't really have any plans to.
So the Marvels ends with Maria Rambeau being sent to another dimension, and Beast is there.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And they mentioned Charles Xavier, and they walk out, and there's like the X on the door. So it's like the X-Men coming back into the Marvel universe.
Okay. That excites me.
And since
I do think that if there's a movie that they're going to like make these two universes kind of crash into each other, it's going to be this one.
Yes, and since produced by Marvel Studios, that means Wolverine come back in.
Yeah,
play.
And I think, like I said earlier, I think that this is like Tanner just said, like it's a good movie for it to come back into play because they've already been mentioned before in the previous two Deadpool movies very heavily, and so like. I think that this is going to be absolutely hilarious with the dynamic between Wolverine and Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. I'm so excited to watch this happen. 2, I'm excited to see where they go with the story after Deadpool 2.
Yes, I absolutely see it. We got Deadpool running around with his time travel device.
Yeah,
he's messing stuff up.
Oh my god!
Bro went and killed himself.
Yes,
in the past.
They can have a hobby universes. That's how he probably dies. His head goes somewhere else into the portal, different world.
Yeah,
I knew the second that he got that time travel watch at the like near the end of Deadpool 2. No, right at the end of Deadpool 2. Like I knew like stuff was gonna hit the fan because I mean, like I keep seeing memes about like Deadpool being the one. Deadpool being the one on the ground at the end of like the 2012 Avengers movie instead of Loki.
Yeah. And
I'm like, bro, if they did that as like an end credit scene or something, I would be cheesing, bro.
Yeah, but
that'd be so funny.
Again, look, I'm just excited. I just want to talk about it because I'm so excited because this is one of the things. Marvel has been letting me down. I'm not gonna lie. Former host Gavin Cook says I'm being a hater. I try so hard to like these things. The Marvels. I did not like. I liked. I always forget her name. The Kamala Khan's actress. She did awesome.
Yeah, considering that's her first ever role, and she got it because she's like a Marvel's fan. That's like her first.
She was like. I just think the script was bad. I did not like the script.
So the pacing was weird.
That they're also have lately the past years they've been doing more quantity over quality. They're just trying to produce as many as they can. They're not taking their time anymore.
Yeah.
No, I
so
did not like
this is coming from somebody like I said.
I tried.
Like I said earlier, I am well known, well documented. I hate Marvel. I can't stand Marvel. Very few things that Marvel makes I enjoy. So after I think one of the last Avengers movies, I don't think I watched Infinity War. I didn't watch Endgame. I have no plans to.
And all of your opinions on Marvel movies
No. Let me explain. The reason I haven't done that, the reason I haven't been watching is because of what Gina said. It has been just movie after movie after movie after movie.
But that was after those.
No. In my opinion, before that, still, like, I've tried a couple of the movies simply just because my brother and my dad wanted me to watch it with them. I will say, I have found, Gina, listen to this. I have found a couple things that I enjoy, but recently they've been dropping the ball so much.
I do agree. I do absolutely agree.
Let
with
me
that.
ask you a question here.
Yes.
What out of the recent Marvel movies like that you've watched, what one was your favorite?
Oh my God.
You better Guardians of the Galaxy.
No.
Dude, Guardians 3 was peak.
Let her speak. I need to hear.
I'm going to be completely honest. I haven't seen a lot of them.
Oh, my bad. I just turned the mic off. It's my bad. I just totally turned the mic off. Now I misclick. My bad. Continue.
I haven't, because I try to watch the trailers to see if I'd be interested in watching the movie. And it might just be me because Marvel puts so much in their trailers that I'm just like, why do I need to go see the movie now?
I'm gonna be real with you. The Marvel trailers never matter. The Marvel trailers are if
You're
anything,
dodging.
they hurt.
You're dodging.
It.
What do you mean I'm dodging?
You're not answering the question.
I don't know because I haven't watched a lot of Marvel movies recently.
The last one you saw, did you like it?
Hold on. Honestly, I think the most recent one was Deadpool 2.
Okay, so then you liked it.
I love Deadpool.
Well, that doesn't count. That wasn't Marvel.
Thing,
that wasn't Marvel
here's
Studios.
the
That was
thing.
Fox.
Yeah. Here's the thing with trailers. They can either show everything in the trailers, or they can show a lot of stuff.
I think the last
has
Marvel
nothing to do
thing.
with it.
I think the last Marvel thing I watched was WandaVision. I'm being so serious.
You stopped at a good one.
Unpopular opinion. I did not like the Scarlet Witch.
You didn't like.
Seen that.
I just don't like the character in general.
Okay, well that's fair. Here's the
show is good. I watch it. Of course.
Here's the thing.
I just don't like. I kind of wish her brother would have survived. Ultron, she died instead.
I want to make something very well known. I think that WandaVision did a great job at setting stuff up, and then the final episode was kind of mid. The final episode was mid because it was just a big, huge fight. But here's the thing: when they did Multiverse of Madness, the fact that the teams were organizing and Wanda's whole arc was reset for the sake of Multiverse of Madness because they weren't communicating.
Yeah,
it drives me mad. It could have been a very good arc
I
to
never
movie to
liked
movie.
her from the beginning. I wish her brother survived and she would have been the one that died.
Pietro.
Yeah.
I wish they would have both survived. They just were like, we don't want to deal with a speedster. Let's get rid of bro.
Well, because here's the thing. I will
so many problems.
I will say this right now. If I get recommendations from you guys, I will sit down and watch them.
I'll get a list.
Have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy 3?
I don't even think I've seen the first Guardians of the Galaxy.
We'll talk about this later. Unfortunately, everyone gets one more short thing to say before we end the show because it's 7:01.
That's fine. I'm giggling and kicking my feet. I'm so happy. You
All right.
don't understand.
I'm really excited for Deadpool 3.
I'm super excited for Deadpool 3.
All right. Well, with that'll be the end of the Shannon's talk. Well, sorry. Do you have?
No.
Okay.
She said her piece.
Your thing was you're kicking your feet. So, it has been the Shannon's Talk Show. My name is Zach Gerchek.
I'm Tanner LaBelli.
I'm Gina.
I'm Noelle.
And I hope y'all have a great, great, great night. And I'll put the outro, and then we'll get into some music for you.
What's your favorite scary movie? And this has been the Shut-Ins Talk Show. Be sure to tune in every Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. to catch up with us here on Z90.7 FM WZIS.